Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. I was watching Rocky, the original Sylvester Stallone movie, for the 10 millionth time the other day. It's funny because I actually tend to only watch the same movies over and over and over again. Um, while on the rare occasion injecting a new movie into my life. The reason why I've mentioned this, I think probably before on the show, but it's hard for me to take in new information in terms of entertainment because I'm very much singularly focused on new information in business and personal development, coaching, mental health, and trauma. And so I tend to move towards the same things. Like I tried to watch this new movie, like I don't even it was about the super pets, superhero dogs, something like that. It's got The Rock in it and he's like Superman's dog or something like that. And I'm watching the first 25 minutes of it and like it could just be a bad movie and I don't know that because I didn't finish it, but 25 minutes in I was like my brain cannot comprehend this. I'm putting on Rocky. And so I put on Rocky, I'm watching it and it had me thinking about this life that we live and our hero's journey, the journey that we all are on as individuals and as a collective and as this community of the unbroken nation and thinking about really looking at and watching what does it take like how do you become the hero, like if you were to lay this out in a linear pathway, what would that look like? And so much of it I think is just looking at who it is that we choose to be and moving towards that every single day. Like, who do you want to be today? Can you be that person? And even though you're afraid of it, be that person anyway. Can you show up and live life in the way that you want to show up and live life? Can you simply just acknowledge your power, your beauty, your grace, your ability to be the person that you are? When I wrote Think Unbroken, the first book, now what 3 almost 4 years ago, what's wild about it is that we feel like we're never going to be the hero of our own story. And this takes courage, right? I'm going to read you a line from the book that I wrote cuz I think it's relative to what we're talking about. And it says, I wrote, "Are you putting yourself first? It is not cowardice or selfish to put yourself first in the healing process. In fact, choosing yourself over everyone else is the most courageous act you can do when you're doing so for the right reasons. Consider a time in your life when your back was against the wall. What did that look like? What did it feel like? What was it like to have to tap in your resources to accomplish a goal or change a situation in your life? When you succeed in different aspects of your life, were those successes for you or for someone else?" And that's the journey, right? Our backs are going to be against the wall. We're going to be in this place in which we get shoved down and knocked off. And when things are going well, we fuck it up. Like I am the king of that. I've done it a million times in my life, right? I've talked about all the time the first 4 years when I had my mirror moment, after I had my mirror moment, like 26 to 30, like, yo, that shit was hard. Like I got goosebumps right now. Even thinking it was hard. It was so difficult. I don't even know how I did it other than one thing, that no excuses, just results mentality. I said, I'm just going to keep going forward. We'll be right back to today's show, but first I need to ask you a question. Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling like you don't have the support to go to the next level in your healing journey? Are you feeling like you wish you had a little bit more support from not only myself, but the Unbroken Nation? Well, my friend, I want to invite you to come and join our live weekly coaching sessions in Think Unbroken. All you have to do is go to Keys, Keys, keys.thinkunbroken.com to sign up and join us today with 100% money back, no questions asked, guaranteed, and no contract or commitment. Every week for the next year, you can come and be a part of our live coaching sessions each Monday as we dive deep into not only answering your questions, but questions from the Unbroken Nation and help you take all of the information that you learn in the podcast, in the courses, and other areas of this journey, bring them into your life and use it in a way that is practical, life-changing, and transformative. So my friend, join us at keys.thinkunbroken.com, and we will see you this Monday. And so if you're in this place in your life where you're like, man, I fucking quit. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep doing this. Let me first say I get it. Like I know that place like the back of my hand because 27, 28, 29 years old, I'm like one step forward, two steps backwards. And once I hit 30, it started getting a little easier. I was able to understand things a bit better, but it wasn't really for a bit while longer until it really solidified. And I was just like, just keep going, dude, no matter what. And for me, the motivation at that time was just
felt like I was really in dark energy around that time. I was so relentless about my willingness to heal that I did whatever it took. That meant leaving Indiana, leaving a relationship, leaving friends, leaving a career, closing a business down, packing everything that I owned while I was in debt and moving across the country, selling all the rest that wouldn't fit into the car that I had to rent because my Cadillac broke down and I had to sell it, and landing in some weird house that I had to live in for a couple of months in Portland, Oregon, and just being like, what the fuck am I doing? And in that moment, like knowing that the thing that I was doing was I was really becoming the hero. I was finally doing the thing that I said that I always going to do. I was finally doing it and showing up and living life on my terms and facing the reality that I wanted to create. And so I'm watching this movie, I'm watching Rocky, and he has this really, really fascinating moment in the film where he's laying in bed with Adrian. It's the night before he fights Apollo Creed for the championship. And like, yo, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Rocky, like, what are you doing? Like, come on, the movie's fucking 40 years old. Actually, it might be older than that. I'm terrible at math. But my point is this: he's in bed. He's talking to Adrian. He's like, Adrian, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not the guy for this. What is going on? And he's just like venting to her, right? And I've mentioned this before. Rocky is a love story. It is not a sports movie. Watch Rocky. It's a beautiful love story. And he says something. And this is the frame that I was thinking about as I was in this journey in the beginning. This is the only thing that crossed my mind. Like on a daily basis, I was like, keep going. And Rocky says to Adrian, he goes, nobody's ever taken Creed out. He's a champion of the world. No one's ever gone the distance with him. Rocky says, the only thing I want to do is I want to go the distance. I want to prove to myself that I'm capable of doing this. And that for me is what this whole journey has been. That for me is what Think Unbroken is. That for me is what coaching is. That for me is in those moments, and trust me, there's a million of them where I'm like, I'm done. I want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have to go to therapy. I don't want to have a coach. I don't want to have to learn another thing. I want to just go and exist in this bubble of nothingness. I would remind myself, like, you can't quit. And that is this really intense sense of accountability, because when you can't quit, when you refuse it, when you will not quit, when you will not throw in the towel, you cannot lose. Now, it might take you 30 years to get where you want to go, but you cannot lose. And that was what I took away from watching Rocky again. Even though I'd seen it a million times, I was like, oh, wait, no, this is exactly the way I was thinking. I'll never forget this. The first time I saw that movie, I was 6 years old, and it was a Saturday, and we were in this crap apartment. Like, it was it was so nasty, right? But my mom was doing what she could. She hadn't yet married my stepdad. We weren't in a house yet, and we were just like in this dire situation, HUD housing, right? My mom, single mom, 3 kids. She's dealing with her alcoholism. And anyway, I won't go down that path today. You guys know the story. I'm laying on the floor in the bedroom with the TV on the ground. It was this little gray box RCA TV, channel 4, like commercials every 8 seconds, watching Rocky for the first time as a little boy and being enamored. Like, just like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I remember at the end of it just being like, whoa, that dude's like larger than life. He's this unstoppable. And like, kids all have whatever superhero or person in the world they look up to. And for me, it was Rocky for a long time. Well, it was also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but mainly Rocky. And I remember watching that and just time and time and time again, and just thinking to myself, one day I'm going to get out of this. One day I'm going to get out of this. One day I'm going to get out of this. And then that day came. And then you fast forward a whole lot of years, and here I am with you. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? We'll be right back to today's episode, but I want to take a moment and invite you to Think Unbroken Conference. That's right. Our next conference is happening right around the corner this December with amazing speakers from around the world who are leaders in personal development, trauma education, mindset, and more. All you have to do to register to watch for free, that's right, $0. Come and join us, is go to myunbrokenlife.com, register and sign up. You can get access to the free event. Watch it live with us this December. It'll be myself speaking along with amazing human beings like Anthony Trucks, Jamie Bronstein, Leslie Logan, and a special interview that I'm doing with Dr. Gabor Mate that has never before been released. So come and join us, myunbrokenlife.com. All you have to do is put in your email. We'll send you over the registration. You'll be able to come and join us, watch live. And then if you want access to the recordings, there's more information there for you to keep them forever. But in the meantime, go sign up. Block it off on your calendar. This is going to be a transformational experience that you do not want to miss. Head over to myunbrokenlife.com to register for free. Until next time, be unbroken. And the only reason I'm here, like, this is interesting. Every day, when I say every day, I mean literally every day, I get messages from people on social media and email to my text, voice notes, everything. And they're like, thank you for making this podcast. Guys, I want to be really clear about something. This podcast would not exist if I quit. It would not exist. It would not help hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions. It would not be this powerhouse of a thing that it is. It would not be changing lives if I quit, if I gave up. And I don't mean just like in my healing journey, but I mean today. It's 6:17 at night on a Friday. Here I am. You guys will not be listening to this on Friday, but context. Here I am. We're going on 11 hours of being in the office, creating content, working on events, writing, learning. I do my own personal development and education every single day. And we needed an episode for Sunday. And I said, I got to do this before I walk out the door today. I planned on walking out the door a long time ago, but I couldn't because that to me is quitting. That to me is giving up. And now after this, we have to do on the backside. The team has to edit it. They have to chop it up. We have to get it posted. We have to create the social media content. We have to put it in the world so other people find it. Because somebody might find this one and this is the cornerstone. This is their Rocky when they're 6 years old, right? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And so everything about this journey, everything about this life, everything about what it is that you want to have is you knowing one truth. You're on a hero's journey and you will face obstacles and you will face setbacks and you will face pain and you will face all of the things that come along with this journey. But you have to just keep going because as long as you don't quit, you don't lose. And that's the thing. What are you willing to do? Right. And when you get into programs like I teach in coaching, when we do our weekly coaching sessions, when you come into events and masterminds, we go in the depth of it, right? We go into the science of it. We go on the research of it. We pinpoint and go through a lot. And as long as you keep going, there's always going to be your next level. There's always something else to learn because the hero's journey, like this isn't over till the end. And what's really interesting about the end is that's the rebirth. That's where you get to come back as the hero, truly, authentically, and in its fullest sense. So, my friends, two things. One, you haven't seen Rocky, go see it. Like go buy it. It's like $3. It's probably the greatest personal development investment you'll ever make. Like as I'm sitting here thinking about that, like that feels really true to me. And also remember, like where you're at today does not have to be where you are tomorrow, but you're going to have to make decisions and actions that push you forward. So that said, my friends, thank you for being here. Make sure you register for Unbroken Con. That's unbrokencon.com. Please leave a review if this brought value to you in any capacity. Remember that you sharing this is you playing a role in ending generational trauma. You leaving a review is you playing a role in ending generational trauma. Don't talk about it, be about it. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see you. Hey, Unbroken Nation. We'll be right back to the show.
But I wanted to let you know that you can grab a copy of my first book, Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma, for free. If you go to book.thinkunbroken.com, you can download the PDF ebook version of the book and get everything that I know about the baseline of healing trauma for free, downloaded to your email right now. Just go to book.thinkunbroken.com to download your copy of Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma for a PDF for your phone. Again, that is book.thinkunbroken.com. Thank you so much for listening to Think Unbroken. Please share this episode with someone who could use it and help us move forward in our mission of ending generational trauma in our lifetime. And if you would, please take 5 seconds to pop on iTunes or Spotify, hit that 5-star, leave a review, and you can also reach out to us on social at Michael Unbroken or at Think Unbroken. And of course, you can check out our YouTube channel at Think Unbroken. Thank you for being a part of Unbroken Nation, my friends. And until next time, be unbroken. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.